So you guys want to be able to make loads of XP here in Cyberpunk 2077. Well, that's exactly what we're going to go ahead and show you in today's video. Not only are you going to be able to get a lot of XP specifically for your street cred or even your level, like we're maxed out here, but you can actually work on your skill progress options depending on what area you guys would like to put your emphasis on. So if you guys have body and reflexes, and you can put time and energy into assault, handguns, blades, even annihilation or street brawler, depending on what weapons you guys are going to choose. You can use this for all the different weapons that I just got done mentioning, so make sure that you guys go ahead and try all of them if you guys are wanting to level up something very specific. Like in my case, I would like to eventually start working on some street brawler stuff because that's gonna, it's gonna help out a little bit over time, get some extra additional perk points, maybe some crit damage on using fists, blunt weapons, or gorilla arms, or whatever it is that you guys want to focus on here in Cyberpunk 2077. So I want to show you guys exactly where you guys need to do this, some of the best attributes and perk points to be able to use for this specific method, and probably some just in general that you should be using a lot because they are awesome here in Cyberpunk. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. But if you guys are enjoying these videos, make sure that you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive right into it. We are actually at this Cyber Psycho sighting here in Pacifica, way on the, I guess, southern portion of Night City before we actually head out of the city. This is where you guys want to be able to go to. Your fast travel destination is going to be at the Baddies Hotel right here. Now, if you guys haven't unlocked it, this is where you guys need to be able to go. It's right next to a few of these different shops right here. It's actually pretty close to one of the original methods that I was able to show you, but I'm going to show you guys kind of like why I like this a lot better than even the this West Wind apartment fast travel location, because this, honestly, we get more enemies, they spawn quicker, they're closer together, and you don't have to like always be running all the time in order to get to them. There's a huge group of enemies that always spawn pretty close together, and if you don't like fighting like the big crowds, this one might not necessarily be for you guys. Maybe the West Wind, because those are like groups of like 3 pretty much in each little area, so you can take on smaller targets, smaller groups at a time. So if you guys are maybe not as powerful of a character and you want to make sure that you guys can survive, then that might be a little bit better of an option. But make sure that you guys check this out. This is going to be definitely for you guys. However, do keep in mind that one of the locations that we do go to, there are a lot of citizens around, so there is a chance that you might actually hit one of them depending on what weapons that you guys are going to be using, and you might have to call in your car and then just basically drive away. You can either drive down this road this way or drive down this road this way, but once you get to about here or here, the cops usually back off, and then you can actually return with no other consequences. So, which is nice. Now, the only thing that you'll do that will lose is any of the loot that you haven't already previously grabbed. If you guys are trying to get loot, then you can get a lot of epics from this if you're a level 40 or higher. So, yeah, there is always that. But anyway, we're going to be showing you guys exactly what you guys need to do right now. So, this is the starting location. You can use any gun that you want. Specifically, I'm going to go ahead and use my blade, and I'm going to show you guys kind of what we're going to be doing here. So you can see that I'm a level 14 in my blades. I'm at 32% right now. Now, I'm a little bit higher, so it's going to take a little bit more to actually level up quickly. But what you want to do is, this is your starting location. You're going to wrap around the backside. It doesn't matter from left to right or right to left. It doesn't matter. Just go around the side there, and then you're going to head this direction right now. Now, the first group will be right here when you first come down into the area, but that shower is not far enough away for them to spawn, but I'll show you guys how to get those guys to spawn, so that's not so bad. The first group is actually going to be right here, and then you're just going to take these guys out, and then you're going to come around. There's going to be another group right here by the staircase. There's going to be another group that's going to be right here by this couch set, kind of chilling. Another group around this staircase right here, and then there's going to be a big group with a lot of citizens right here by this truck. So you're going to make sure that you're not really going after the citizens, and I kind of wait for those guys to come after me, to be honest, because that kind of separates the group. And then, what's up, dude? Then That's it. All right. So as long as you go around this group that was over here and actually kill them right here, that first group that I got done showing you guys by that first car that wasn't spawned in right away will now be there. You can see that they're actually there. If you can see them kind of chilling with the yellow arrows above their head. So now they're respawned, so you can go back here and get them. If you don't necessarily care about this group, then you don't have to go as far as I did. And then what you're going to do is run back to the shower. Go around either way, it doesn't matter. As long as you go around this side, around the shower in general, and go back, the first group will be there by the blue. And you can see that they're there. And I'm going to show you guys what we actually increased in just that little bit of being able to show you guys. So we went from, let's see, we're at 32% up to 42%, so 10% increase in just a little bit of time. I do want to be able to show you guys some of the best things to be able to use, especially if you're going to be using blades or even some of the other things that will actually help with health and even a few other things. So I'm just going to show you guys that can be used pretty much with any weapon. So let's go and change our weapon to Vital Withstand, so Assault. This is what we're going to focus on. Now, the only bad thing about using any of the guns in this method is that you're going to want to make sure that you stock up a lot on ammo. So just keep that in mind. And there we go. And then make sure that you're not hitting any of the citizens either, because that would be bad. So when you're aiming, just aim up a little bit higher, especially if you're using one of the smart weapons. That will help out drastically to make sure that you don't have to worry about hitting them. And then basically you start all over. You run back here. The first group that's by this car will be here, and you can just light them up. Are you not going to die? Okay, that's cool. We'll just run over here, and then we can wrap around the back. So that's pretty much the main concept of it, and you can, like I said, you can use any weapon that you want. Now, as far as some of the abilities and technical perks, or just the perk points that you guys want to be able to spend in general, a lot of it's actually going to be here in body, and specifically in athletics. Now, the first one is going to be this one right here, Ephemeris. Health regenerates up to 100% of a max health outside of combat. So basically, when you're running back to the showers, when you're outside of combat, your health can regenerate completely. Now, unfortunately, I don't remember what level or rank that you guys have to be able to have as far as the body is concerned in order to get this one. But this one is hugely worth it, pretty much no matter what character that you guys are designing here in Cyberpunk 2077. I highly recommend that you guys get this one. Another one that's really going to help is going to be the health that regens inside of combat by 30%. That one is amazing. There are a couple other ones as well, like, you know, you can shoot while sprinting, sliding, vaulting. You can do when you're jumping. You can increase your armor by 10%. There's a lot of other benefit ones that you might want to check out depending on what play style fits you guys best. And then if you guys are looking at using your blades, which I think a lot of people are putting a lot of perks into their reflexes, blades specifically, this one is a must-have. And unfortunately, I don't think you can have this one until you get to a level 20, but Deathbolt, oh my gosh. While wielding a blade, defeating an enemy restores 20% of your health, but it also increases your movement speed by 30% for 5 seconds. That's insane. So every time that we get a kill, we could regenerate 20% of our health, just like that. So ultimately, we should never die by using our blades. That is insane. You guys need this, like, in your life, like, right now. This is nuts. Like, get this. Get Deathbolt if you guys have a 20 reflexes. Now, obviously, some of the other things that are going to be needed, in this case, is making sure that you guys have the bounce back Mark III, which this is the rare. This is the highest that you can get. There is no epic or legendary of this, but instantly restores 25% of health and then 6% health per second for 30 seconds. That is insane. So even while you're in combat and you have one of the perk points that you guys are working on to get that 30% while in combat, this will give you another 25% instantly. So that's 55%, and then you're going to get 6% health for the next 30 seconds, which basically makes you invincible no matter what weapon that you guys are pretty much carrying, unless you get hit with some nasty charges. Now, obviously, having better armor, like in my case, I have almost 5100 armor. Hint, hint, I do have a video on how to actually do this and manipulate this a little bit so you guys get the best possible armor for your character. I highly recommend that you check that out as well. I'll try to do my best to leave a link down in the description so you guys can check that out. I highly recommend that you guys go ahead and do that. So, and you can actually get this higher if you guys would like, depending on how many slots each of your items actually have as far as your mod slots go. But anyway, that's the basic concept of it. You can use whatever weapon that you want. If you want to focus on handguns, by all means, use your handguns. If you want to use your blades to increase that, to get whatever of the skill progression that you guys want to. I mean, it is worth it to do this method for at least a couple hours of your time, especially when you guys get into Act 2. Because it's ultimately going to make it so much easier. If you guys want to put silencers on your weapons, I mean, if you don't want to use the smart weapons, then by all means go ahead and do that. But it's kind of up to you what you guys would really prefer. But hopefully this does help you guys out, and if it does, then make sure that you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.